The week everyone's been waiting for has arrived. It's finals week. 24 of Britain's best chefs have been battling it out. Now, just 8 remain. The starter round saw highs.
I want to see 100 people shaking that bag up and down Leadenhall markets.
Hywel, Lisa, Chris, congratulations. One of your dishes will be going to the People's Banquet.
I can't speak, no, I didn't expect that.
And lows.
Sake, come on.
In 8th position, it's Michael.
Now they're fighting for the honour of cooking their fish dishes for the ultimate street party.
The fish course has to build on the excitement generated by the first course.
Whoever creates the most drama is the person who's going to have the best chance today.
I just want us not to lose sight of the fact that what we are looking for is the best cooking we can find.
Helping the judges unearth the perfect food to share is a different former champion every day. Veterans of the competition who've already proved they're a force to be reckoned with.
This is the final warning.
You know, I've been making pasta since I was about 5. No pressure.
The tension's rising for the 8 finalists, coming to blows again today.
Keep thinking one of those is going to come my way.
If you don't get on it today, then the pressure starts mounting again and again.
No one's here to have a laugh, we're all here to win, so everyone's a threat.
The fight is on for the fish course. Northern Ireland's Chris Fearon, Lisa Allen from the northwest and Paul Ainsworth from the southwest are first to arrive in the Great British Menu kitchen.
Here we are, day 2.
Yeah.
They're closely followed by the North East's Andrew Pern and Scotland's Michael Smith.
Yeah. Morning all. Unlucky yesterday, yeah?
Morning.
Oh, lad, how's it going?
How are you, Michael? You alright? Good to you.
Finally, it's Welshman Hywel Jones, the South East's Tom Kerridge and Aktar Islam from the central region.
All ready for round 2, boys?
Here we go again.
It was a tough one yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's a very tough one.
The heat is on, huh?
The starter round has broken the ice, and having had a chance to suss each other out, they now know just how tough it will be to get into the top 3 today.
If you're not delivering, you are going to be punished, and that means 8th place.
I've only got 3 chances left now. I've got to really, really give it my all today.
This year's challenge is to create amazing platters of food to share. Our chefs have sought inspiration for their menus from unsung heroes in their communities who already use food to bring people together. If they win a dish on the final menu, they'll get the chance to invite these local food heroes to the banquet as their guests of honour.
They're sat at the table, your platter's going through in this spectacular venue. Doesn't get better than that.
Success is now within their grasp, but first they have to impress the judges. Prue Leith, Matthew Fort and Oliver Payton, who have seriously high expectations. And there's nowhere to hide, as the 4th judge is one of their own, the most successful veteran in Great British Menu's history, who cooked his starter at the Queen's 80th birthday and fish course at the British Embassy in Paris. It's Richard Corrigan.
Welcome to the Judges' Chamber, Mr. Corrigan. Today's the fish course, and we will definitely need your expertise in fish here today, I think.
The pressure of this competition is legendary, and no matter how good you think you are, can you perform on the day is what counts, and it can bring you down.
It isn't easy. It isn't easy.
I think this is the hardest course, and I think there's just many obstacles to success here, aren't there?
However, you know, this is the test they've been set, and it's up to them to come up to the mark.
To ensure that the final menu is perfectly balanced, the judges will only decide on the winning dishes once they've tasted all the courses. With cooking about to start, the chefs make their way to the judging chamber to receive their orders. The competitors can make tweaks to their original dishes, but can only completely change one from their 4-course menu.
Welcome, chefs. How are you all feeling?
Yeah, well, thank you.
It was a mixed day yesterday, I feel. I think, frankly, some of you let yourselves down. But it's a clean start today.
and we're extremely lucky to have help with the judging, Mr. Richard Corrigan.
Chefs, welcome. As you know, I've been a winner on past occasions, and it's a very, very stressful competition to win.
I know a lot of you have tweaked your dishes, but have any of you radically changed a dish completely?
I've changed my fish course, Prue.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to do some West Coast prawns. I think you like prawns, and
I do.
hopefully it should make it a lot more interactive, a lot more fun, a lot more visual.
Great. Good.
Today's the finals, there's no going back, it is the last chance. So all I can tell you is good luck and let's get cooking.
Thank you.
Day 2 underway, and the pressure to get a top 3 ranking is immense, especially for yesterday's loser, Michael.
How you feeling, Mike, today? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Not the best of starts, but gotta keep your chin up.
He's taking a big risk today with a brand new dish and knows it'll face tough scrutiny with Richard Corrigan in the room.
Doesn't mince his words. He's an Irishman. He tells it like it is.
He takes no prisoners, so you know, I'm just hoping if he doesn't like it, at least he's nice about it.
The chefs will cook in 3 groups. Up first, a returning banquet champion Lisa Allen and 2 new boys, Paul Ainsworth and Chris Fearon. Chris and Lisa both made the top 3 yesterday.
Thank you, thank you.
They're riding high, unlike Paul, who came in 4th.
Morning.
You all right?
Yeah, not so bad with you.
Pumped after that.
And you only just missed it.
Paul's first to cook and determined to uphold the Southwest's reputation for seafood with his fisherman's lunch, a Cornish feast of sea bass, sardines and oysters.
Chris went first yesterday and it was like, you know, you were like, he set the tone for the day, and I think that maybe this course is a cracking course to be going first, you know, sort of put the cat amongst the pigeons.
It put a smile on the judges' faces in the regional heats, so Paul isn't changing it.
I have very happy memories of Paul Ainsworth's dish. I think it combined many of the things that we're actually looking for. I think it was fun, but also there's a very high level of technical skill involved in all the parts.
There'd be something for everybody. For me, I love them all, but they were great.
Some of the most delicious fishes that I know come from Cornwall. You have the sardines, you have great mackerel, you have the sea basses. So put all of them together, I'd be very happy.
Under close scrutiny, he's creating a Cornish beach scene, complete with sardine can, sand and oyster shells.
Liking the presentation there, Paul. Bit similar to mine, huh?
Thank you.
Well, I don't have seaweed and stuff, but...
Battle of the slates and the sardine can.
And Paul's clever presentation doesn't stop there. He's even baking his sea bass in newsletters from the Fisherman's Mission.
Do you have them printed?
Yeah.
The community project that inspired his dish.
Price 3D. It's all the old adverts.
And he's got clever fish cookery to match.
This is someone whose restaurant's right by the sea. This is somebody that, you know, who gets produce on his doorstep. He deals with fish all the time, so Paul's the one to be watching.
High expectations. Paul's taking it in his stride.
It's all going well now. It's that little mad rush at the end that, you know, you can catch you out, but so far so good.
He's even on schedule, until Chris and Lisa come over for a closer look. And disaster strikes his breadcrumbed oysters. They'd been left to one side, behind a certain Irishman.
Sorry, mate, I think that was me.
That's all right.
But time is running out, and making them again is an added pressure he doesn't need.
I feel like a douchebag on that.
Undeterred, he finally gets his oysters into the fryer and pops his sea bass parcels onto his slate. With his pickled sardines and crowning glory, his deep-fried oysters. It's been a race to the finish.
If you could put it down so they're looking at it like we are, like that, yeah? Thanks very much.
All appears to be forgiven. Will Paul be rewarded with a place in the top 3?
Wow. What about that? That looked good, didn't it? It looked very good. Very good.
I'm feeling confident, but I'm a bit more reserved today. I was feeling confident yesterday with the duck and I didn't get a top 3, so it could be exactly the same today.
What do you think, Richard?
That looks amazing. I mean, don't you want to be beside the seaside?
I think we are beside the seaside.
The sea bass in the paper, or papillote.
Beautiful. That sea bass smells so good.
And I think that last time, if I remember rightly, in the tin it was mackerel, and this time it's actually sardine. So I think the season for sardines must have come in.
I love this newspaper. It's the monthly magazine of the Royal National Mission to Deep Sea Fishermen.
Well, there's a chef who's actually thought through every detail of this, even the printing of the paper.
Matthew, I love the oyster. The sardine, I think it lacks a little bit of seasoning, if anything.
I think I actually like it more than I did the last time. I think the sea bass is great. I think it's good to do for an occasion like this. I think people, if this went down on a table, there's a lot to talk about here.
This sea bass is perfect. I mean, the cooking is just so beautiful. It's flaking and soft and not overcooked.
What a great start. This is right up my street. It's a seafood slab right from Cornwall, and it does suit the occasion. For a street party, absolutely cracking dish.
That's a big thumbs up from the judges. But what about Paul's fellow chefs?
Look how beautiful that's cooked. Look at that. Really moist.
It's a clever bit of cooking, that.
The ham and all oyster all together, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
It's really, really good.
Strong dish there. Very, very strong.
You know, I've got the fear now. That is a serious bit of food.
Paul's fisherman's lunch scored 7 in the heats. Has he raised the bar today?
So Paul Ainsworth's fisherman's lunch gets a massive 8 for me, because it was delicious.
What a brilliant fisherman's picnic. Delicious, looked great. It deserves an 8.
Well, I want to meet this fisherman because he's clearly a very sophisticated and, above all, a very good-humoured fellow. And if I met him, I would also give him an 8.
I can feel a fish fight coming up in Padstow because I think there's a new sheriff in town. I think Paul is finally given some competition to Rick Stein, so it's a 9.
Wow.
An incredible start. Can Northern Ireland's Chris Fearon match it? His chicken in a bag landed him a top 3 spot yesterday, but his fish course of tinned, cured and poached salmon was ripped to shreds by Richard Corrigan in the heats.
He's a hard man to please, you know, he's unpredictable, you know, he could be your best mate 1 minute, and then he come down on you like a ton of bricks the next, like...
Did he like your fish dish?
Not really, no.
And are you changing it?
No. In the regional heat, I had a tin that I put the salmon into. Richard Corrigan really hated that. He really went to town on me over it. But I'm just sticking by my guns and get a top 3 finish.
It's a big gamble, but Chris didn't get to the finals by playing it safe.
I liked this dish. I think there's a bit of tweaking to do, but, you know, all in all, it was the sort of thing you could see it on an occasion like this.
I didn't enjoy this dish. I thought it was not poorly executed, it was just poorly thought out. I'm surprised he hasn't changed it.
He obviously pays more attention to us than he does to you.
Richard isn't the only one giving Chris a hard time.
Do you feel threatened now that he serves sardines in a sardine tin?
Of course, yeah.
Salmon in a sardine tin.
I think it's going to be up against me.
I have to wait and see now.
I'm getting a hard time for not having sardines in my tin. I used to say it's a sardine tin. It's just a tin. It doesn't matter what it's in. It tastes nice. Please.
He's made jars of poached salmon and Irish soda bread too. Finger food he thinks is perfect for sharing.
He's not changed anything, but he's stuck with what he believes in. And there's 3 other people on that judging panel, so you never know, but I think he's really nervous about it.
But there's no going back now, and juggling 3 salmon dishes with his competitors all watching is pushing this first-time finalist close to breaking point and forcing former champion Lisa to stay on her toes.
Keep thinking one of those is going to come my way.
Happily for Lisa, Chris has just 1 element left, his smoked salmon potato cakes.
Anything we can do to help? No, I'm almost there, mate. It's just a